Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports for the weekend of APCR Playoff Rugby. It is the round of 16 in both the Champions Cup as well as the Challenge Cup. And today we're going to be looking at Sharks versus Zebre, probably the easiest draw for all the South African sides. A home game for the Sharks, who have finally started playing a rugby that sort of matches the kind of the names and the ability of the squad that John Plumtree has at his disposal. And a very good squad that has been named for the clash, which happens tomorrow, Saturday, 1:30 South African Standard Time at Kings Park, Hollywood Bets Kings Park, and should be a pretty straightforward game for them. Although they have a bit of a grudge match as well, I suppose. This is the Zebre side that did beat the Sharks earlier this season. A shock victory that was. It was the first victory for Zebre in about 2 years almost when they did get that result. But before we look at the two sides, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. We'll start with the home side, which is the Sharks, and this is how they do line up. The big news is that there is no Ivan ETZEBETH, who picked up a niggle last weekend and has not recovered, and in his place, Currie gets an opportunity. So in the front row, it is the All Springbok World Cup winning front row of Oxen Chair, Bongi Manambi, and Vincent Koch. So plenty of World Cup medals in there. I think, in fact, 5 over there in that front row. You then got Corner and Emil van Heerden, so a young a second row, but plenty of talent there. James Spencer joins Vincent Tutuka and Pepsi Buthelezi in that back row. Jaden Hendrickson will partner Sia Masuku, who for me has been one of the big differences that the Sharks have had over the last few games. For me, as an absolute world class. Could be a world-class fly half. I think he's quality, and I think he adds a new dimension to the Sharks side. Back three of Marcus Solomon Pimpy, Werner Cock, and Appelia Fassi on the back of probably his best performance of the season. Man of the match last weekend against Edinburgh. And then in the centres, sort of young sensation, really, Ethan Hooker returns to the starting lineup, and he will partner his captain, the Kanya, in that midfield. Off the bench, we will see Kieran van Vuuren, Intuka Tuna, and Henry Jacobs cover the front row. You then got Brand Krobler and Jandre Labuskakny, known as Lapis Labuskakny. We then got Grant Williams, Curran Bosch, and Francois Venter. So plenty of talent and experience on that bench that the Sharks can call upon if things get a little bit dicey. Now, the players that are looking to make it a bit dicey are as follows. This is the Zebra side. David Cece does captain the side in that second row, and watch out for the likes of Luca Biji, who'll come on the second half. But in the front row, it is Daniel Fascetti, Gianpietro Ribaldi, and Jean Pitonari. They'll be backed up by David Cece and Andrea Zavanon, completing that tight 5. The back row will be Guido Volpi, Josh Kafer, and David Rigeri. Alessandro Fasco will partner Tiff Eden in that halfback pairing. You've got the very exciting Simone Gessi, who you don't want to give too much space to. Pierre Bruni on the other side, the Italian international, and Lorenzo Pani at full back. It's a good back 3, but they'll need to be well backed up by the midfield of Damiano Mazza and Franco Smith Jr. Off the bench, as mentioned, as Italian hooker Luca Bigi, Luca Rizzioli, and Ian Nicolai will look to try and make a bit of an impact in that second half. And they'll have the likes of Leonard Kremov, Giovanni Licata, Thomas Dominguez, Jacob Atrola, and Bautista Staville backing them up as well. If we look at the clash, for me, as I said, it should be pretty one-sided, and it's actually at 4 o'clock, so I thought it was at 1:30. It's at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It has been quite warm in Durban, and you expect to see, the heat probably make a bit of a difference. Always very humid. I look at the two sides, I just don't really see where Zebre can really compete with the Sharks side. I think they'll have the set piece advantage. They should really be on the front foot come scrum time, and I think when you start to dominate the scrums, as I expect them to do, I think that Zebre just won't really have too much answer. The only thing for me is for them is to keep it quite loose, keep it quite fast pace, and see if they can try hit them on a bit of a counter attack. I think if this becomes a bit of a sort of a test match style, sort of grudge match with slugfest, then I don't think that Zebre really have the pack nor the players to be able to sort of cope with what the Sharks can bring. For me, this is the Sharks' best opportunity for Champions Cup, or is the only opportunity really for Champions Cup qualification. They have got a favourable draw as well. So, I mean, a win like this, you go into the quarterfinals, you win 2 more games, and all of a sudden, you're off to the UK, to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for a Challenge Cup final, and a win there puts you into the Champions Cup for next season. So this is really sort of their redemption competition where they can try and sneak in a bit of a good season because they have an absolutely torrid in the URC. Let me know what your score predictions are down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.